Hello, my name is Mariana Bautista, and today I'm going to share with you a brief summary about the first chapter of the book Biology by Caleb Miller and Joseph Levine. The first topic was what is science? So science is an organized way of gathering and analyzing information about evidence of the natural world. The word science delivers from the Latin scientiam, that it means knowledge. So after all of this, we can know that science is the knowledge that has been gathering over the time.
The main subtopic of the chapter is scientific methodology, which is the heart of the science. Scientific methodology involves observing and asking questions, making inference from hypotheses, conducting experiments, climbing data, and drawing questions. All the scientific investigations begin with an observation, that is the act of noticing and describing events in a carefully and ordinarily way. After making observations to make inference. An inference is a logical interpretation based on what scientists already know. The inference combined with a creative imagination causes a linked hypothesis that is a scientific explanation for the set of observations that can be tested in the ways to support or reject it. A hypothesis should be tested by an experiment which just one variable is changed. This type of experiment is called control experiment. Moreover, there are delivered two types of variables: independent, which is the one that is delivered changed, and independent variable is the one that is changed in response to the independent variable. A control group is exposed at the same conditions as the experimental group from except the one independent variable. Scientists makes detailed records of experimental information, gathering information that is called data. There are two types of data: quantitative data and that are numbers combined by counting or measuring, and qualitative data that describes and involves characteristics that cannot be usually counted. The second topic of the chapter is science in context. Good scientists share scientific attitudes or attitudes of mind that lends them to exploration and discovery. The scientific attitudes are curiosity, skepticism, open-mindedness, and creativity that help scientists generate new ideas. Technology has an important role in science, and society are closely linked. Discoveries in one field of science may lead to new technologies. Those technologies, in turn, enable scientists in another fields to ask new questions or to gathering data in a new ways. Science shares findings with other scientific community by publishing articles that have undergone scientific knowledge, that is named peer-reviewed. Publishing peer-reviewed articles in scientific knowledge allows to researchers to share ideas and to test and value another works. Evidence for many scientific studies may support several related hypotheses in the way that inspires researchers to propose a scientific theory. Using science involves understanding its context in society and limitations. The way that science implies in society can be affected by bias. A bias is a particular preference of a point of view that is more than personal than in scientific way. The last topic was the studying life, and this started with one question that is so important, that is, what is biology? Well, biology is the study of life, that living things are made of basic units called cells that are based on the universal code that is called DNA. Obtain and use materials from energy that is named metabolisms, grow and develop, reproduce by asexual or sexual reproduction, response to the environment, maintaining a stable internal environment called homeostasis, and changes over time that is called evolution. Biology includes many overlapping fields that use different tools to study life, from the levels of molecules to the entire planet. So, I think that this first stage was the most important for us, because it was started to understand biology and how we can interact with it since we born or before we born. Thank you.